How do you find the slope by looking at the graph? To determine the slope of the line, we will find 2 points that's on the line. So let's say that we find this point right here. We're going to call that the first point, and then we're going to find this point right here, and we're going to call that the second point. So the first point, we can first write down the coordinate. So this point is -4, comma, -3, 4. So x comma y is -4 comma 4. And the second point is 2 comma -1. So to find the slope, by definition, it is the change in the y direction divided by the change in the x direction. So all we need to do is just to find that going from the first point to the second point, how much has changed in the y direction, and then divided by the change in the x direction. The change in the y direction is -1 minus 4. So we use the second point to subtract the first point. And then we're going to do 2 minus -4, which is the x-coordinate of the second point, subtract the first point. So now we have a fraction. So now we're going to simplify it. -1 minus 4 is -5. And 2 minus -4, which is 2 plus 4, and that's 6. So to simplify this fraction, we can just write it as -5/6, and that's the slope. So to sum up, step 1 is that we will find 2 points on the line. And those 2 points, we want them to be recognizable. So you don't want anything that's like in between the grids, which is hard to see. Okay. After we find the points, then we're going to write the coordinates. So let's call the first point x1, comma y1, and then the second point, let's call it x2, comma y2. Okay. And then the second step is to find the difference. So that's already finding the slope. So if we summarize it in a formula type of way, then it's going to be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So basically it's the change in y divided by the change in x, or what we call rise over 1.